And we are back. I'm Spider of Crescendo Games. This is our first prologue session for the new campaign, The Fall of the King of Sota. I've got on my right Credo, who keeps showing up and annoying the living shit out of me. I've got Solo Rolo, who there were two of him, and we finally were able to make sure there were only one of him. I've got Hadrian, who's shown up here before and regaled us with the horrifying tales of living in the Philippines. I've got Roos, who everybody loves to hate, and hopefully, in 1 second, we'll get Nick, whose entire identity right now has been marred by his inability to get even a simple microphone going. Let's see what we got here. Nick, say something. Defend yourself. Something. Damn. This is bad. Whatever's going on with you, man, it is not good. Alright, well, while he figures that out, we're going to make characters, because it's 10:30 at night, going on 10:40. And in the case of Jesse, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11:40 at night. What the heck is going on with you, man? It is so weird. Working on a check. Yeah, my computer. Yeah, okay. Well, we're working on that. We're troubleshooting as we go. So anyway, y'all have looked at the. Well, Jesse, of course, drops in and out because his connection sucks at all times. That's just a regular part of working with Jesse.
Moved to Australia. We have great internet, ironically.
Did I mention how much I fucking hate Streamlabs? Holy fuck, I hate shit.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be streaming from your phone. Just a thought.
Well, maybe you shouldn't look like the fucking vocalist from Def Leppard, you fuck.
Excuse the fuck out of me. We can throw down here on the stream. I'm fine with that.
I have one arm.
Hal's like, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So
I've been able to torture you enough. I miss this.
Oh, great. You missed this. Good God. What's wrong with you? All right, I'm pulling up documents as we go. So, you guys have had the setting Bible for a little while. We are going to mostly work on backstory stuff tonight, and then we will, we'll just take the next week or two to firm everything up. But for the moment, what we're doing is making characters. So first things first, each of you has had a moment, but we should each pick a different kind of backstory. So, I'm opening up the PDF right now and looking at, my God, you're taking such a long time. It's embarrassing. Where is it? It's not there. That's so helpful. All right, if you guys have the core rule book open,
I'm prepared.
Yay! Yay! Mine is blank. Why is mine blank? All right, fine. That's fine. We're just going to pull it up on my phone because apparently my computer will not pull up Google Docs. Don't ask why. I wouldn't know. But here we are.
Does it say art page in the top left?
Wait. Oh, hold up. When did you... Hi!
Oh!
We can see you.
Hi!
Success!
We can see him. Say something. Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you, man.
Halfway.
Nothing. There's nothing. I don't know what to tell you. I don't hear you. No,
That camera
nothing.
makes me
Get a notepad, write on the notepad, and show it to me.
Hit the books!
I'm sorry. I don't know why your audio sucks. I don't know what's going on with that. I have no idea. Now he's getting up and out. Now he's pissed off.
Are you muted?
No, I don't have him muted. I promise that I have his mic up all... No, it lied to me. Try this. Look at those Italian ham hands go off. All right. He just dropped. Adrian's like, fuck this, I'm done too. All right. So first things first. We have everybody rolls for their vices. So inside of this game, vices are a new piece of tech that we added for Zero Edition. They are automatic I win buttons, but they come with a very heavy price.
Can you hear me, friends?
Yes, I can
Yes.
hear you
There
now.
we go.
Holy crap.
But we can't see you now.
My headphones suck like really like booty bad. I have a speaker on my phone. I was trying to get you on my computer to look fancy, but I was like, nah, won't work.
Watch as it works like in a few minutes. Few minutes after you get off. That's always when it starts to work.
We're
All
still
right.
wrapping up.
All right, so each of you roll 1d6 and add 1 and tell me the result. I don't know where Hadrian went, but
In usual fashion, I got a 3.
you got a 3. All right, you have lust, greed, and anger.
Anger, definitely anger. Or do I get all 3?
I also got a 3.
Lust, greed, and anger.
Oh, lovely.
Do I get
Okay,
all
to
3?
set up
Or
everything.
them?
Hold up.
And open the core rule. I had to step away, and I had to exit this real quick. So what are we doing exactly?
Roll 1d6 plus 1. Tell me the result.
6.
6. Of course you did. So you have
No,
dejection.
6.
Of course you
A
did.
d6, yes. Go grab a dice. You should be bringing dice to your sessions. I will never not give you shit about this.
Oh no! See, I
Nice
actually
job,
don't
Bruce.
have these anymore. I got
You
a 6.
Thank you. All right, you have dejection, vanity, and pride.
Do we get all 3?
Holy
or do
crap,
we
I
pick
Yes,
Tell me
you get all 3. If you guys pull
Oh.
up that character sheet I gave you links for, you'll notice that there's vices with 3 little spaces.
Oh, is that a different character sheet? Oh, it is different.
Yes, I actually went and updated it.
Oh.
Great
Yes,
job,
I
Nathan.
sometimes-
I'm so proud of you. Everyone give him a round of applause.
Fuck you, Nick.
Again, 1 hand.
Just because it took me 4 days on Microsoft Word to make that mediocrity does not mean I should. Well, maybe I should be mocked for it. Anyway, maybe I should. All right, so you got dejection, vanity, and pride. I have 2 more people who haven't announced their results.
Got a 4.
Hey, got a 4. That will give you greed, anger, and anxiety. Hadrian, we can't hear you. Could you please not destroy our stream? Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Now, yes.
I rolled a
Yeah,
1.
good.
I
Oh,
thought
cool.
I did not. I rolled a 1. I have 2 vices.
No.
Nice.
You have 3: gluttony, lust, and greed.
Okay, so I'm playing a female character. Oh no!
Yeah, but for his character though.
This is going to be an interesting game.
This this fucking.
So, like I said before, these are basically I win buttons. If you're playing and if you're like, I need this win, you can use these, but they are going to continue to bite you in the ass a lot, and it will be the impact they will have on the story far outweighs whatever they give you. In theory.
No! Oh
Which
no.
means that Bruce will probably just only use those and will just turn this game into a black hole.
Black hole.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's very nice of you.
Do it again, you son of a bitch! Do not tempt me. I last game spent the entire time talking about a werewolf skull I put on my cock. You think I won't do this shit again?
Oh no!
The major piece of character development in the last campaign was him taking his werewolf cod piece and smashing it to pieces.
What?
This is a legitimate thing, and it's in the journals, so it's gonna come back eventually. The scene of him smashing his werewolf head cod piece will actually probably percolate into this game or another one.
It's better than finding a cod piece percolating in. Oh wait, that might happen too.
Yeah, that might happen too. So when you guys go, now we're looking at page 106-ish. So there are 7 backstory types that are in the core book. The introspector, the lover, the communicator, the aware, the competitor, the leader, and the realist. Pick one. I don't care if it overlaps. It doesn't actually matter because the way that these are designed, it won't matter that much. You guys are going to get some really, really different results. So just let me know which one you guys are picking, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go one question at a time, and we're going to forge all y'all's backstories. Maybe we'll get beliefs done as well, but then the rest of it you'll see why we don't have to do the rest of it together when we get there. This part, though, we really should. This part is a lot of fun.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
What was the
It's
list again?
amazing.
What was the list again? What was the list again of options?
All right, so the options are the introspector, which is like the person that, everything is a life lesson to him. He's constantly trying to examine himself. The lover, this is the person who's all about somebody else. The communicator is the person that, okay, who's breathing?
Breathing into their microphone.
Someone is breathing into their microphone, and when I find out who it is, I'm muting them. Right, Jesse?
Okay, yeah, it was the Filipino.
The communicator, who's all about going and appealing to the masses. The aware is the person that's just sort of like, they see everything and they pay attention to everything. They're not necessarily paying attention to themselves, but they are around. The competitor is kind of your fighter person. And then the leader is someone who obviously wants to go lead. And then the realist is the person who actually probably has the best take in the room, but they're probably going to be depressed half the time.
The lead. Oh no!
That's just a
I'm doing the realist route.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
But here's the
I'm
thing,
gonna
I'm
go
not going to
with
be
the
depressed about
communicator.
it. I'm just going to stand up and be like, you know what? If we sacrifice half this room like I did at the city, we're going to be fine.
Oh, jeez.
That's
What
I
were
am-
you gonna pick, Credo?
The communicator.
Oh, this
No! Oh, okay.
this should be fun. You guys can overlap.
You can
It
pick
really
the same.
doesn't matter. It really
Okay.
doesn't matter.
You know what sucks is that I want this character to either be full of drama. Like I don't care if I lose. She just got to be dramatic about it and fun
If
about
it's
it.
crescendo, it's going to be filled with drama. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, you don't need to worry about that. That's just
Wait.
it's crescendo. You're automatically getting that. That's not a problem.
It's either control the food, control the masses.
No, this is true.
I
too.
want Am I gonna be the Rosa Luxemburg of this world? I guess it's communicator.
All right, communicator for Hadrian. All right, so I've got communicator for both both Credo and Hadrian, right? I've got the realist for Roos. Solo, what you got? What do you want to
We'll
pick?
go with the aware.
The aware, cool. Nicholas, what you got?
I think I'm gonna go just to spice things up a little bit here. I think I'll go with the lover.
Oh, this should be fun. Okay. So let's see here. We're gonna do since I got doubled up people on communicator, we're gonna do their question first, and then we'll just go with Solo to Nick to Hadrian in order. So for the communicators, as soon as I find the fucking... Why didn't I... You know that moment when you realize
You
that...
want me to read it?
Actually, go ahead. I want to hear
You
this.
once had to convince someone not to kill you. What happened? Were they intent? Why were they intent on your life? A, do you use one of your vices to succeed? It can't be something you're comfortable with. Otherwise, roll 1d8. On a 6, 7, or 8, you succeed and don't need further help to survive.
So these are very loosey-goosey on purpose. These are very, like, open questions. You are meant to be like, well, I was doing this thing at the time, and like, everyone is... It's kind of assumed by the text, and by me, that everyone is kind of weighing in on it. Jesse will be back in a moment once his connection is no longer bullshit. May the second coming of Christ come, so that way I don't have to deal with it anymore. Yeah, amen. All right. So anyway, communicators, someone's going after you. You need to talk about, like, separately. So one of the two of you, let's start constructing this. These, by the way, need to be written in your journal. These are like these are events that go into the journal, and they do matter. They actually show up a lot. Hey, Jesse, your internet still sucks.
No, that's actually because I tripped over the cord.
So you suck. Got it.
Yes, I do.
No.
Don't
Okay.
try me.
Oh, dear God. Anyway. All right. So, Credo, show them how it's done.
My religious wrath is used to purify my enemy. Their death is proof of my righteousness.
What the heck? What is going on here? Somehow, Nick managed to double himself. What did you do when you left? It actually... You did what Solo did. And then I had to go find the extra guest, and I had to kick him. Good God Almighty! All right,
Wow.
yeah, they're multiplying. They're cloning themselves. What the hell?
We got to the time where we were praying, and I couldn't even hear afterwards, so it was really weird.
Should probably check whether or not your internet connection is possessed. Just a small hint.
Wait, cloning me? That would be awesome.
No, it would not. It would not. I would consider starting World War III if you ever cloned yourself. I would actually think about that very seriously. Okay.
Don't clone me, because my only flaw is that there's not two of me, and if I was cloned, therefore I would be flawless, and then I'd no longer be approachable. It wouldn't be good.
No comment. All right, Credo, show us how it's done. So that's that way.
My answer to this is I definitely use a vice to not be killed. I used my religious wrath to purify my enemy, and their death is proof of my righteousness. I burned someone alive.
All right, so who was trying to kill you?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Can we find that out in later questions?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So someone was coming after you, and you said, okay, fine. So you just burned him to a crisp.
by the flame in Elpida, and I burn you alive.
Okay. All right.
Whether
so
he's
for a
actually
skill
chosen by
for
the
that-
flame is...
For a skill for that, would you like to pick up flaming hands?
Sure.
All right, like the old school, like you push with your hands and fire comes out and everybody gets roasted. All right, cool. The one thing I forgot to do was to grab my axe book. Oh well, we'll have to make do.
I've actually already made some notes of spells from Axe that interest me.
Was Burning Hands one of them?
The equivalent to Burning Hands is called Fan of Flames.
Do that. So put that in your inventory. Obviously, you'll sign that later. Hadrian, we're gonna hit you really quick because you're on the same question. You once had someone trying to kill you. what happened? Why were they intent on your life? Like, just sort of a general... Because you're an aristocrat, so someone tried to kill you. Boy, it's a day ending in Y. Can't hear you again.
The man tried to kill me.
Don't
All
die.
right, because I'm playing a girl. The man tried to kill me because I rejected his hand in marriage for the seat of my food. And
Jeez.
and I sat him and I dealt with him by having my servants end his house.
Okay. Roll a d8, because that's not
I-
specifically using a vice. So let's see what we get here. Roll 1d8. On a 6, 7, or 8, you don't need further help to survive.
I rolled a 2. I got
Okay. So you owe someone a favor. You survive, but now you owe someone a favor. Who is it? If it's Jesse, you can just give up and go home. Jesse stabs everyone.
everyone in the face.
Jesse's like, I resemble this remark. Don't you
Look,
dare
I'm
try and
just-
fight that one.
Look, I'm
Could it
just
be
saying
Jesse?
I'm just saying my new character is totally gonna be trustworthy, guys. Totally gonna be trustworthy. Totally.
Yeah,
Could it be
bullshit.
Jesse?
I just automatically don't believe that. I just don't. Okay, so your servants did not succeed in
Thanks,
defending
idiots.
you. Who does?
So it's anyone here from this group.
Sure.
So it's either Cal, Solo, Nick, or Roos.
Yep.
Oh no. I'm gonna think. I have to really think about this because this is gonna kneecap me later in the day. Or like make me win.
It depends. We'll come back to you in a minute as you think that through. Solo, what did you pick again?
The aware.
Be aware. Why didn't I alphabetize these? I'm going to fix that tomorrow. That's going to bother me. All right. You almost died alone in your home. How did you try to survive without help? So you can either act on a vice to automatically get by it, but you better not like what you did, like you as a person, or roll a d8.
Can I consider the nature of my character? Can I use kind of like the opposite of a vice in that it went against the vice?
No, if it's either you either narrate something and see if it goes exactly how you thought it would, or you hit a vice to get you.
All right, because I was thinking, I live in a cave, and then it collapsed. But only in order to get out, I had to push a stone out, but that collapsed to the rest of the cave, and I lost my hoard of bones.
Okay, that sound. What are your vices?
Greed, anger, and anxiety.
I mean, you could probably just invoke anger or anxiety and just just get exactly that. Now you've knocked yourself all the way back down. So whichever one you think more appropriate. But yeah, no, that works. Nick, what was yours again? Lover?
Yes.
All right. Why didn't I alphabetize these? I know I didn't alphabetize them now, and that's really stupid. I should have. Anyway, you once had to convince someone who was distraught that you weren't a threat to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have like kind of an idea of who that might be?
Um,
And what was going on at the time?
you know, I'm not really too sure because I'm on my lover's quarrel. So, you know,
That might be the lover's quarrel.
we're unaware.
I promise I'm not trying to screw you over. You broke my heart.
Broke my heart, man.
Well, that's certainly one way you could go with it. You were in the middle of arguing with your beloved, and
I'm trying to make peace with you, woman. I'm trying, man.
This sounds like this. Yeah, that actually. Yep. Okay. Yes, it's a married man of 12 years. Yeah, this sounds oddly familiar.
And then
So
a handle was on her.
So you can either narrate and see if it works, or you can hit a vice. Oh, by the way, for everyone who did hit a vice, who's used a vice so far, underline the passage in your journal. This is not a good thing. You do not want to be underlining statements in your journals. You don't want
I'm
that.
getting excited now.
Wait a minute. It does give you kind of a perverse, weird power later, but it's not a good perverse power. Anyway, so Nick, you're either gonna narrate what you tried to do to convince her that, no, seriously, I know we're in the middle of a falling out, but I'm really not here to screw you over, or you use a vice and do something that you as a person are not terribly comfortable with, and then poison your journal for later.
Huh. That's a. Do I want to spice things up?
Yes.
Yeah. Never ask that question when Cal is in the room. Because the answer will always be yes. Never ask that of Roos. He will tell you. The answer is always going to be yes. I mean, never ask me either, because the answer is yes. Just spice things up. Go for it. The spicier it gets, the better.
So what I'm thinking is, in this reality where I'm having my lover's argument, I'm going to use the power of lust and see if she will reciprocate.
She does.
She does? Okay.
It automatically works.
It automatically works?
But it has to not be nice. Like you can't just be like, oh, I convinced her to sleep with me. No, it needs to be something that makes your skin crawl as a person.
No, what I'm thinking is be like, hey, well, manipulate her into saying, yeah, we're going on a date just to make up. But in reality, it's like the Dexter, where you're leading her into something chaotic, just.
Okay. All right.
You manipulate her and gaslight her into sleeping with you, slowly but surely.
Okay. All right. That's definitely an uncomfortable use of the vice. Yes. Make sure you're writing that down.
Okay.
So now you have your journal. When you write that down, however long that takes, underline the whole passage of what you just wrote down. And only that. Okay. Underlined passages are not good. Cal is going to love every single minute of them. So you're like, yes. All right, Jesse, you picked the realist, right?
Yeah, can you remind? Mine was a 6. Did I get the right? What were my vices?
It would have been with a 6. It would have been dejection, vanity, and pride. So the proper spiritual sins that everybody thinks are virtues, because we've forgotten how those actually work. They're not the lovely, messy ones that everybody is so afraid of nowadays. These are the real ones, the ones that are actually bad, actually really, really horrifying. So here we go. On this one, we've got, you were once attacked by someone with murderous intent, and you realized you might not win. Just as part of this guy's trying to kill you, Mr. Hero, and you're like, oh, I don't think I'm going to make it. So you can either indulge in one of your vices, so you've got dejection, vanity, or pride. Pride's probably the hardest one to actually define, because most people don't really know what it means. Pride, in this case, actually means trusting in your abilities to a ridiculous degree. It's that one person who's like, oh, I once beat someone in a fist fight. Of course I'm going to be able to take an alligator. And everyone's like, no. And you're like, but but I won. I won that time. I can do it again. And I can do it because I'm me and I'm awesome. And everyone's going, no, hold up. No, that's not how that works. Like, an alligator is an alligator. You're like, but I believe in my own story so much that I think I can do it.
Spider, no. Spider, yes.
Let's go. Let's go. So those are the three. Dejection is another really weird one that we know what it is, but we don't think of it all that often. Dejection is just simply no longer wanting to consider other possibilities. You have what you have, and there is nothing else. That one is another, like, most people think of it as like kind of a weird depression, but in reality, it's just cutting off all possibility of there being anything else. And then vanity is, of course, making sure that everyone else thinks you look good while you do it. So you got the proper spiritual ones that everybody in our culture thinks of as virtues. It's great. But in reality, they're actually really, really, really bad for you. So you can either indulge a vice, or you can narrate what you tried to do and roll and see if you're actually able to pull it off.
I'm trying to think here. Just give me a second.
No, you're fine.
What you just... I'm gonna play this character probably a little differently, but I kind of think it'd be good to try to indulge in a vice. But I'm trying to think about what vice could work in this situation. Here's the thing.
I mean, if it was me... Sorry, go on. No, actually, no, go for it.
Well, I was gonna say pride might work in this situation, but I don't know if the way I'm thinking of it is correct. Is the problem?
Well, why don't you tell us, and we'll start spitballing back at you.
So essentially, I was gonna say they would have me on my back, like choking me out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you said, I didn't think I could win, so I would assume the situation is very dire right now.
Right. Yeah. It is.
And I feel a resurgence of a feeling kind of similar to like pride or whatever, I guess, that if I die, then the world loses me.
Yep. That would count. That would count.
And the world loses me, and as soon as I realize that, I realize I have to push through this fight so the world does not lose my gorgeous face.
Oh dear God.
And of course,
Okay.
And of course, in that moment, I reach up and gouge out his eyes and push him down into the ground and drown him in a mud puddle.
All right. There's your bullet point. Make sure that it's underlined. For the love of God, underline that one. That's terrifying, but so good. I love it. I love it so much.
And then as soon as I get up, I brush myself off and just go, "You dirtied me, good sir, you bumbling buffoon," and then walk off.
It's like lying there on the ground, dead, and you're insulting his corpse. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
right.
No, I kick his face. I leave.
All right, we're gonna go to the second question for the communicators. So we're gonna go back to Cal, who looks very excited.
The second question answered my first question for me.
Oh, good.
So
Go for it.
I think what happened is I was accused of my faith slipping, and I was going to be excommunicated because of it. And then I reached into the well of wrath within my body, burnt alive the guy accusing me through what I assume is Elpida's flame, and that's what got me sent away.
I love that. I assume it was Elpida's flame. That's a beautiful little addition that may or may. So the second question is: there's a chore you had to do as a child that required teamwork. What was the chore?
That's the third question I was reading.
Well. Did you manage to get everyone to work together? If anyone is wondering, yes, this is Tom Sawyer with the fence.
Well, in that one, I was reading the wrong one. I am going to roll for it.
Okay. So what chore were you doing that you wanted to hoodwink everyone into working it with you?
It was literally cleaning the monastery.
Of course.
It was cleaning the monastery from top to bottom as part of the usual rituals, and I hate cleaning. Like,
Well, yeah, it sucks.
yeah,
it sucks so much.
exactly. And in the most shocking turn of the night, I rolled an 8.
What? You succeeded? No way. Someone
rolled,
succeeded in this?
I also rolled for the other one and got a 6 on it, so I succeeded 2.
Oh dear God. Okay, well that's 2 successes right
It's
there.
uncomfortable for me.
So narrate what how did you get the other kids who are orphans who,
We were all living together, and it was the typical situation where, the head guy comes in and says, "You're doing this today." And I stood at the end of my bed and I gave the most eloquent speech you could imagine about how we can work together and our great hearts united will get through this troubling time. And all the other kids were like, "Yes, let's rise up and get it done quickly," and smashed out all of our chores in like a day when it should have taken a week.
Nice. Speech for you. Nick, for yours, your skill that you got for yours was seduce. That goes in your inventory. Bruce, you have brawl, and I mean, because you just simply have brawl. Solo, you've got labor, as in like physical labor. And I'm trying to remember what Hadrian's was.
So I had the question of I failed to get the assassin. I failed to get someone to deal with the person who threatened me because I didn't want his hand in marriage. So I guess I'm really rolling the dice here. I guess I'm stuck. I guess it's Jesse now. I guess I asked Jesse for help because my servants are idiots who couldn't manage to do the thing. Apparently, incompetent. Didn't know which end was the dagger.
Okay, strategy for you. So write down inside of your inventory, because if you print off the character sheet, there's a couple of lines like right in the middle. That's your inventory. Write strategy, and that's all you need to do for that. So we're about to come back to you for the second one, and then you'll get another skill. So back to Hadrian. There's a chore you had to do as a child that required teamwork. What was it? Did you manage to get everyone to work together? So as a kid, your parents had you do a chore that you hated, and you decided to try to Tom Sawyer everybody, and you tried to get everyone to paint the fence for you.
As the proper noble woman she was, she tried to smile and sweet talk her friends, as the pretty young noble woman she was. Could you please do this for me? Could you please?
What's the thing?
Shoot. She needed to pass an entrance. She needed to pass a test.
So you're a dirty, rotten cheater. Okay.
Nice.
Absolutely. She's a kid. I get it. It's absolutely something she would do.
Okay. All right. So are you going to use a vice, or are you going to try and roll for it?
Okay. She's gonna probably use her greed vice for this. She says, "Wait a minute.
Bribed them?
Wait a minute. I'm a noble woman." And
Oh,
she
my
did
dear
it
Lord.
specifically so that she wouldn't be tracked. It was a 15-point test. So she gave a few gold pieces to 15 different children that were all a few villages apart. Like they were a few, like one house here, the other house there, that didn't have any relation to each other. So she wouldn't have been caught on the test.
Write that down in your journal. Underline that. Like seriously. That's amazing and awful all at the same time.
Hey, she was 8. Okay, I love her. She's
So, yep, that definitely goes. So you're writing these into your journal as bullet points. So each one is like a distinct entry. Cal will probably explain that better than I ever could because I don't explain this too terribly well. But then when you're done entering that
language, stupid is my first.
Oh God. Anyway, so then underline it because there's there's actual mechanical way to underlining things in this game, and you don't want to do it.
Give me-
So while you're doing that, we're going to go to solo. You could just never figure out one of your childhood chores. You just couldn't figure it out. What was the chore? What was the lesson you tried to derive from failing at it?
So they would send me to feed the pigs. I don't know who they are, and I've never
Sure.
remembered who they are.
That's
But
fine.
I would go out and the pigs would start squealing, and I would get annoyed. So I would take a shovel and I would just again and again just kill all the pigs. And then eventually, as I'm kind of looking at like, brain and skull, I go, oh, the flesh is weak. I have to admonish them with more discretion. That's the lesson I learned.
So I take it your anger was used again.
Very much so, yeah.
All right, write that down. That whole horrifying story, that's in your journal as a bullet point. Underline every line of that.
From the moment I recognized the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. Ugh. The machine.
This is gonna be an interesting game. This is good. All right, Nick, Mr. Lover,
Yes.
who is someone you had to deal with while you did your chores? Did you make a friend?
Well, I would say that friend, definitely. Maybe someone beyond it,
Okay. All right.
Just, someone that was beyond the friendship level but not quite to the romantic level yet, because my eyes are just picturing and, just imagining the lovely, lovely, just the lovely surroundings at the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
And just imagine that paradisal world.
So, why did you have to deal? Like, when I say deal with them, this is one of the parts of the book that will definitely get rewritten as we're going.
It's just dealing with, isn't it?
Can't reach to Australia with my hands from Oklahoma through the. Doesn't work.
Did you try?
Doesn't work. It will never work. Anyway, so like it would be someone that you had to deal with who annoyed you a good deal. Someone who you didn't like, at least at first.
Yeah, so no, this person was like, just nagging me in my ear, and I would just it was this lady, young lady that would just be like, oh, I don't have my makeup, I don't have anything, and please just get me what I want. And there's no respect, and I'm just like tired.
I already hate her. Okay.
And
I
she's
hate her, and I don't even know. We're going to have to get names assigned to all of this. These are all French names. Sorry, not sorry, Jesse. I made that decision before I ever knew that he hated the French. All that it's done is it's reinforced my decision to keep the names French.
It's time to derail this campaign by becoming a Skeletor. Give me a second.
He goes from being a hero to a monster. All right, so you can either indulge in a vice or roll and see what happens.
I'm gonna roll.
All right, D8.
D8? Okay.
D8. You need a 6, 7, or 8. Which, let me think. I rolled up a backstory with Ross on, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, and he didn't succeed on any of them. He tried like 4 out of his 5. He tried rolling, and he just missed it every time.
With Odie and Krell, they were all failed as well.
Oh, that's so true. Oh, man.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, you succeed.
See?
How did you convince this person to, like, not being an annoying piece of shit?
Well, I used my lover's quarrel, my seduction, but like it in a very flirty way, just
Chloroform in a cupboard you can lock.
just being the player And just manipulate her to do what I want.
Right. That would be flirt. Just put in flirt for your skill into your inventory. That is different than seduction. Seduction is actually getting them to the deed. Flirt is just getting them to like you.
Got to be
just in general.
Bat your eyes with such speed that you can use your.
That is so gross. Anyway, it's so fucking gross. All right, Jesse, Mr. Realist.
Yes.
All right. You found that one of your chores was beyond your ability to complete on your own. What chore was it? Why couldn't you do it? And how did you attempt to address your deficiency?
Let's see here. What's a good? I'm trying to think because I don't think I'm an aristocrat, am I?
No, you're a hero. You're just some nobody who's going to create trouble for literally everyone else. You and Cal are going to go out and just cause utter chaos for everyone. It's not like the monster Solo over here is just going to fuck everyone over at every chance he gets. Like, you're just going to cause chaos.
I'll be good. I'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Sorry. Solo doesn't get skills. Erase your skills.
Okay.
Where you have a much, much harder path ahead of you than everybody else.
Oh no!
You have to get minions and you have to get minions and allies. So you actually have to like spend time finding people and creatures and corrupting them in game or out of game. We'll talk about how that works later.
Okay.
But you have the game on hard mode. But you also will probably wind up a good deal more powerful than them too. But we'll get to that in a minute. All right, Jesse.
Dark Lord.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, so Jesse, what chore was the thing that you just went, fuck it, I can't do this. I can't do it.
There was a time when I was an apprentice to an alchemist. Stop me if this is... yeah. There was a time when I was an apprentice to an alchemist. There was another apprentice there as well. There were two of us. And one day, our master told me I needed to go get something from the back of the apothecary shop. Specifically, it was an acid vial. And it was up high on a shelf. And I just felt like I didn't need to do that because I had been the apprentice longer, and I felt like the other one should do it since they were below me.
Okay.
So I, of course, conned them into doing it by saying I had seniority and lying to them, saying the master needed it. They went up there doing their thing, and they tripped and fell, and then the acid vial fell onto their face after they planted onto the floor.
I won't even have the roll for that. You just literally narrated your own failure. Like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. All right. Take lie as a skill. Holy shit. Dear God. I have to sleep after this. We'll see how that goes. We'll go back to the communicators.
And can I just add one more thing to that?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, God.
There was no funeral. They disappeared that night. So there's they might be alive.
What is he saying? I can't really hear him from his mic.
For the best.
He was just
effectively conned someone into being killed by acid.
He wasn't specific on the killed part.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. He's dead.
Oopsie doodle.
All right, we're gonna jump back over to the communicators. Hey, Cal, you once had a deep crisis which made you doubt every moment you ever tried to connect with people. What was it? How did you try to adapt to the situation? I know you already rolled the success. It's fine, but you know.
So I know what it is. It's when I was being accused of failing in my faith. I actually was slipping in my faith, but the purification of this guy solidified everything. But from that, it separated from me from the fellow priests. They like absolutely feared me because of it. And that's why I was kicked out. Well, not kicked out, sent on pilgrimage.
So the Phantom Hands, Burning Hands thing.
Yeah.
Which you now have. Yeah. Which you assume is Elpidus Flame.
Yeah.
Which is...
Of course it is. What else could it be?
Sure. I mean, you're not
Purified
technically
my
wrong.
enemies.
You're not technically wrong. That's still terrifying. Oh, come on. Damn it, Nick. Nick, you did it again. Kick from... I once again had 2 Nicks.
Sorry.
Less Nicholas and more Nicholas.
I clicked the
Nick
X.
a lot.
You clicked the X.
Yeah.
Good job. Am I the only one who thinks he kind of looks like Keanu Reeves? I just noticed that.
No, you're not the only one.
The amount of people that have called me that.
I've met him
It
met him in person. You're not wrong.
No, I'm just saying.
That
I
was
saw
Charlie
him pop up
Zero.
in the corner just now. I just noticed. I was like, "Holy shit, it's John Wick!" Then I was like, "No, wait, what?"
When people say that, the only response you should be is, "Whoa."
Yes, agreed.
Not John Wick,
Agreed.
it's John Wick.
Whoa.
All right, we're gonna get over to Hadrian. You once had a deep crisis which made you doubt every moment you ever tried to connect with people. What was that situation, and how did you try to adapt to it?
No! When I thought of this, because I was looking at what the prompts are for communicators, I was like, what would be fun for this character?
Sure.
She had a deep crisis because she
Deep
fell in love with one of the most powerful men in the land of Sota.
Oh boy. Okay.
Very powerful, very handsome prince, and she thought she could use her class, her elegance, and her profound nobility and beauty to get her hand, but she failed. And she thought she failed as a person because she could not get the hand of the man she loved.
This
in
guy.
the end.
Okay. So,
Okay.
how did you try to adapt to it?
Well, she tried doing it again. Well, she was like, she decided, you know what? I really love this guy.
Okay. Where's this going, Hadrian?
So
Where
she decided, well, dark magic spell it is.
Which dark magic spell, Hadrian?
She used a dark magic, so she cursed him with a spell that made him obsessed with her to an insane degree.
I now need to go find this in Axe. You want to know how much I hate you that I have to go find this now?
Why? Wait, why?
Because it's a spell. It's actually a spell.
Oh no!
Oh.
Did I come up with a spell on the fly? Oh shit! I'll throw it back if that doesn't
No.
work.
We'll find something. For the moment, we'll just make up something. What's a good... Bewitch? Bewitch isn't a, For the moment, it's Bewitch.
Bewitch. So I guess she bewitches this man to fall in love with her.
I think that counts underneath your lust.
Yeah, that
Lust
was lust.
vice.
That is absolutely lust.
Yep.
Man,
write that
I
down
love
in your
this
journal.
guy.
Underline
Man,
it.
she's like, man, I love this guy, and he's not reciprocating my feelings. I love the draconic prince, and he's not reciprocating my feelings. Mind control it is.
Oh boy. Okay.
Evil owl woman. Evil owl woman.
That's just
Okay.
gaslighting.
This is going to be interesting. All right, so write all that down, and underline it. By the way, if there's multiple underlined passages when you're hitting the books, you just pick the one that you think is the most appropriate. That's the superpower for multiple underlined passages.
Oh, no.
So it's not if you open up to a random page and if there's multiple underlined passages, be like, oh, I want to visit this one. I want this terrible thing to have an impact on the game. Mwahaha.
Terrible thing? What terrible thing?
We're moving on. We are not. We are
what
not.
terrible things? What terrible things?
All I
Tons
see
Don't
is
you
happily
mean-
ever afters here.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna
I
go on
totally-
to the. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on to Solo, who is making a monster. Mwahaha.
Oh no. Is
Oh,
he
yes,
really
he
the
is.
monster though? Is he really
He's
the
one of
monster?
the two. He's one of the two. Ross already made his guy, and his guy's pretty scary. Like, he's got like a weird like he's from that. He based it off of Psycho, like the Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Cool.
It's
Right.
scary as shit. It's gonna be amazing. Anyway, you once had a deep crisis that came from the depths of your past, challenging your very core. How did you attempt to get past this very quiet, very private moment? So this is like nobody else would think that this is a crisis, but for you, it really is. Really is.
Many years ago, there was a terrible plague, and I had to watch a village as they were burying a lot of their dead. And I just had to watch as they just kept piling up. And over the years, it just started tearing at me until one day I realized those bones are mine. Those should have all been mine. So using my greed, I went to the village and I dug them all up and I put them under my pillow.
I love
Okay.
this guy.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's-
Yep. That.
And that's
That
when we
counts.
find out his name is Ed Gein.
All right. Cool. Definitely underline that one. There's whole pages that are just going to be underlined by the time we're done with this game. All right. Cool beans. All right, we're going to go over to the lover and hopefully get something a little bit more uplifting, but somehow I doubt it.
Gaslighting.
All right. Someone near and dear to you once had a deep crisis, challenging them to their very core. Did you help?
Well, yes. So I used my power of persuasion to allow them to get angry, and to, embrace the inner darkness, so to speak. Be like, embrace the dark side, as Darth Vader would say.
Okay.
And just
Do it.
do it, as Darth Sidious.
What could go wrong? And you have anger as one of them. So you got them good and mad, but that something actually bad had to come out of that. It actually can't be like it can't just be a straight up win. It has to be something where it's like, So what did they do? What did they do once they were inside?
They caused one of 8 divorces I had with my wife.
8?
Horses.
With my wife. That implies you've divorced the same woman 8 times.
You what?
This is like
You
Henry.
married a
This is
divorce?
Henry VIII on a completely different level. He at least.
I
was
hate
married.
you. Alright, I'm going back, wifey. And then I hate you and I'm coming.
That is exactly.
This is
how
why
that-
we divorced the 5th time.
Determined to succeed, though. My goodness.
I inspired this woman to really go after me and fuck me over.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
I began her origin villain story.
So we're jumping over to our realist. Make sure you write that down and underline it. Apparently, everyone is just hitting the vice button as hard as possible.
I
only
will
did
roll
once.
next one. I will roll next one. I promise.
Oh, it's okay. Once you guys get into the actual game, you'll figure out very quickly that the vices don't give you quite what you think they do. They don't give you fate points, and you will want fate points. You will want a lot of fate points, and
I'm
vices
going to
don't get you
roll.
them at
I'm gonna
all.
roll next one.
Okay,
Because
promises,
by Imperium-
promises.
By
All right.
Imperium,
Jesse, a situation you were in created viciously unfair circumstances. What situation was this? Why did it challenge you, and how did you try to address it?
A few years after the incident with the alchemist and obviously losing my apprenticeship, I was homeless. I was homeless for some time. And of course, me being the liar that I am, I ended up lying my way into a gang and ended up lying my way to a leadership position there.
Okay.
My
All right.
brawl and my life skills and all, I was used to this. I
Sure.
ended up pitting them in a war against a much bigger gang because I ended up killing one of their members without realizing who they were when I robbed them.
Uh-oh.
And of course, when this happens, how did I address this? You might be wondering.
I am, actually.
I sold out the gang and then I left town.
You rat!
Rat.
So
They got-
dejection. So you just
Basically,
gave
yes.
up.
No. See, I didn't give up. I sold out the gang and got out with my life.
All right,
Because
that isn't any of your vices, so you're gonna have to roll for that.
I was
Which is
going
fine.
to roll for it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if it works.
It probably won't.
The odds are not in your favor.
I
No.
got an 8.
Motherfucker. All
All
right.
right.
You successfully shake off the thought that all is lost and succeed in it. You don't give up. You successfully sell out the whole gang and you skip town.
Yeah, and they all got wiped out and killed.
So you should probably set that in Newport, which is actually a city of thieves, and probably will never be welcome back there ever. But that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. All right, we're gonna go back to our communicators. As soon as I find it, because I didn't alphabetize this, because I was a fucking anyway. Communicators. Cal, you had to ingratiate yourself with someone who had no idea who you were. What was at stake? So you actually had to make nice. This isn't I burn my way through everything. Which, by the way,
I have a plan for this.
By the way, Roos, give yourself bargain. And then for Nick, I can't remember what your situation was again.
On the latest one?
Yeah, you incited them to anger, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah, incite. Literally, just INCITE, as in inciting. Okay. I feel like everyone with the exception of Solo, at this moment, should have 3 skills in their inventory.
I had 2 currently, but one of them was Fan of Flames twice. So did you want me to take that at slightly higher level?
No,
we can work something else out later.
Yeah, we'll work out something else later. All right, so you had to ingratiate yourself.
Yes.
You had to make nice.
I was on pilgrimage traveling to Sota City. And I vastly misunderestimated how far that was going to be. I was tired, sore, blistered feet, starving, and I had to convince this caravan of people who don't particularly like priests to help feed me and take me to Sota City. And I rolled a 1. So I think that is going to tie into the next question about during a normal day of chores. I noticed that they noticed me not being who I said I was. So it was all about, oh, I'm this poor lonely traveler on the road, and they work out that I'm not.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you were trying to disguise yourself. Disguise. There's your
Disguise?
skill.
Okay.
Disguise. You screwed it up, but you learned a thing or 3 that time. Back to Hadrian as he writes that out. Hadrian, same question. You had to ingratiate yourself with someone who had no idea who you were. What was at stake?
Good news. She's actually gonna be a good person this once.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, so she finds during her travels, she meets a young mage. She meets a young mage who is an orphan, and she grows to take pity on her and grows to see her as a daughter. So this mage, this basically young hedge wizard, she takes her in and learns to love her as a daughter and basically sees her as a daughter to the setting. And she uses her and she tries to, become closer to the girl. I'm gonna roll a dice here.
See if it works.
See if it works.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be pretty bad if her adopted daughter hates her. Her adopted daughter does not hate her.
Oh
but
my
only
God.
barely. But only barely because she got a 6.
Okay,
But
all right. So
she has a loving relationship with her adoptive mage daughter. That's great.
sincerity as a skill.
Sincerity.
All right.
Oh, so you add sincerity to the skill. I thought I was gonna add relations.
Sincerity as a skill, as in your ability to convince other people simply because you actually mean it. Which is funny because you also have the bewitch spell.
Don't mind the fact that her adoptive father is bewitched is bewitched. She loves you. Your mom still loves you. She's just kind of crazy over your adoptive father. Is what we're putting this.
This is some Greek mythology bullshit right here.
Some Greek mythology bullshit right here.
Keep him away from swans.
Away from Saul.
and from I think it's frankincense trees, or is it myrrh trees? Can't remember which one it is. Ovid described there's one woman that like goes and seduces her dad, and then she runs away pregnant, and like the gods turn her. I think it's into a myrrh tree.
Myrrh tree.
That's what I'm thinking of.
What the fucking legend? What kind of shit were they smoking back in the fucking day?
I don't know, but Metamorphosis is an amazing book regardless.
Zeus
but
was
yes.
a busy man.
Oh god.
All right. Wait. I need to go to the
Spider, I was just playing Byzantium in a game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happened? I had an alliance with Serbia and Bulgaria, and it went about as well as you could imagine. The two of them killed each other.
To say what time in history, because that can either go really good or really bad.
Since when have Eastern Europeans been able to throw a stone without hitting each other?
1280. Thank you, Eastern Europe.
Always, but they choose not to.
Do they?
Also, thank you, Hungary, for losing a war to a small Italian state, and my only Western ally just getting eviscerated by an Italian state. I got Jerusalem back though. That was fun.
Oh well, that's always nice.
But the Catholics but the Catholics hate me for that one.
I
Well,
just want to say this: the first time I played Hearts of Iron 4, I played Hearts of Iron 4. I played the American states. I accidentally recreated the Confederacy. I don't even know what the fuck I did. I was just pressing buttons. I didn't know.
Scott,
sure.
And then
blackout
Sure.
drunk, woke up and was like, "Why is everybody in gray?"
I played Hearts of Iron 4, and then like I happened to do that, and then after a minute, I got an invitation. I'm like, "Oh, what's this invitation?" I clicked accept, and it's like, "You are now part of the Axis powers." Wait, what?
Spider, the funny thing about playing Byzantium is that most of my enemies could not beat me. You know who could beat me? My own internal instability. And my own emotions.
I mean, that
Classic.
sounds like the
Yeah.
Eastern Romans. Yeah,
Yeah.
they destabilized their currency once, and that's all it took. It's a tale as old as the hills.
What if?
Well-
Hear me out. We clip the coins again.
guys! How, you know that big mercenary army I fought to beat the Latins? What if we clip the coins again?
Jesus. All right, all right. Solo, you needed to forgive someone who wronged you. Well, it says here to help a relationship, but that shouldn't be in there. Just to help someone else. You needed to forgive someone to do it. What lesson did you derive from being hurt in the first place so you could forgive and move on? You either indulge in a vice to get what you want, or you roll your D8, and if you succeed at convincing yourself, and all goes well.
All right. So one of the others, and much like I don't know who the others are. There's just this vague memory.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, they stabbed me with a femur several times and left me in the woods for dead.
Of course. Yeah.
But they failed. So I found the biggest rock I could, and I brought it all the way back to the others because I was going to shatter all of them. But then as I got there and we were getting ready to fight, a huge creature came out from the woods and attacked us. And together we were able to kill the creature. Had I killed them, it would have killed me. So the lesson I learned is that much like the swine, others have to be admonished with discretion.
Roll a 6, 7, or 8, and let's see if that actually worked out.
Here we go. It did not.
Okay, so either you didn't forgive them. Well, which one is it?
Well, the night after, I woke up and everybody was in their spot sleeping, and I thought, no, I brought the rock for a reason. I won. I worked hard for that rock.
God,
You just woke up, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
like-
I'm done.
And it wasn't even that. It was just like, no, actually. Didn't need to. There was no reason to. It was a nice rock.
It's like something out of the house that Jack built. It's like almost exact. That's almost shot for shot a scene from the house that Jack built. Almost exactly.
I don't think I've seen that.
So it's about a serial killer who calls himself Mr. Sophistication. Without spoiling too much, because it's a fantastic movie, he has to explain why he did what he did, and in the middle of the movie, he brutalizes this animal and watches it die. Like it's dying on screen. And you're like, and there's no emotion, nothing. He just picks up the animal, and that's it. That's it. Like, I'm kind of getting a similar vibe off. That's like, no, fuck it. Let's do it. We're choosing violence today for no discernible reason. We're just gonna do it.
Don't remember
And they
there
die.
being other choices.
It is a truly disturbing film. There's been some reviews I've read of that film where they're like, this was totally unnecessary. And it's like, well, yes, that's kind of the point, but whatever. All right, Nick, you had to
Hello.
ingratiate yourself with someone who hated you once. Who was it? Why did you need to do it? And why did you need their help? And what had you done to piss them off? Now you've so far drawn this line of just sheer human wreckage. Apparently with a wife that you divorced 8 times. So I don't think we have to go too far to figure out who this is.
So,
just a thought.
Yeah. So with this woman in particular, I tried to, get her drunk enough times so that way I could, cheat with other women.
Sure, yeah.
Thing. Continue on with my player personality. But the thing is that I'm trying to use an intelligence skill to make sure that I don't get detected, but it's going out really badly. And my character is thinking about going to Greece to find some beautiful women without, but my wife knows about it because I speak about it in my dreams.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I mean, what else would you do? What else would you be doing? But speaking about it in your dreams, this just makes sense. Okay, so how are you going to attempt to get back into this woman's good graces, Mr. Aristocrat?
So I'm gonna use I'm gonna say I'm gonna be begging on my knees and be like, you can do whatever you want to me. It doesn't matter. Abuse me, whatever. Just please let me be part of this, please.
All right. Roll a die, because that doesn't obviously hit any of the vices that you've got.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Let's see what let's see what that D8 does to you. The odds are not good. We'll see.
I rolled a 6.
Holy shit. Okay. All right.
Pitiful begging is a skill.
Beg. Literally, put in beg.
Beg, yeah.
Beg. This guy has all the social skills so far. Just letting you guys know. Do not try to do not engage socially. You will lose. I'm just fire.
So, desperate beta male nonsense.
Oh, no. I know what you mean. Beg. There's a reason I use the word beg.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got that. All right. Roos, Mr. Realist, Mr. Sophistication. We're on question 4 for you. You had to ingratiate yourself with someone who screwed you over, who had you screwed over in the past. What had you done to this person to deserve it? So in other words, you did something and they think you they screwed you over, but they think you had it coming. How do you attempt to smooth things over? What do you do to try and mend this bridge that you helped burn?
Well, for starters, what I did to them was I sold them a bottle of snake oil.
Good job.
Doesn't have to be snake oil, but it's a quick cash job, and turned out it was just a combination of I don't know what they did back then, but piss and vinegar or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, something terrible. Something terrible. Okay.
I didn't tell them to drink it, so it's not like it's that bad.
So how did you smooth things up? So they then go and screw you over. How did they screw you over?
Yes. Let's say I was in a back alley gambling, and they called me out for using loaded dice.
That's not
and
good.
then I got smashed. And then I got smashed over the head with a loot.
Yep. This all adds up so far. Yes.
And then
So how did you
and then
attempt
they
to
dragged
smooth things over with?
And then they dragged me away. They saved my life. Told them I owed them now. In an attempt to smooth it over, I actually helped them and didn't screw them over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
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 Roll your D8.
Right now.
Wahaha.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, they drop you off and they say, I ever see you again, I'm going to kill you. Take sincerity as a skill.
And as soon as they say that, I go, I am so proud of them.
Of course you did. Of course you did. All right, we're back to the fifth question. So, let's see here.
Before we do the next question, I was thinking with my one that we brought up, Fan of Flames again. I was thinking either persuade for persuading them that the flame was the flame of Elpida and that I am not worth excommunicating, or it's intuit because I was able to intuit how much they fear me now. One of the two. That was
Persuade.
Persuade? Cool.
Persuade. All right, last one for the communicators. During a normal day of doing chores, you noticed an impending disaster that nobody else did. Who did you try to recruit to help avert this crisis? How did you try to convince them?
Just normal day of chores.
Yeah, just normal day.
Like
You're doing
any
your stuff.
day.
Just any day. Like it's a random day in the life, and you're like, oh geez, this thing is about to blow up in all our faces. So you go to someone and be like, hey, help me pitch this to everybody so that way we don't get screwed.
Okay. There's two thoughts in my head. I'm really debating which one to take. Okay.
Say both and see which you like more.
Yeah?
Okay. So I'm gonna go with the first one.
Okay,
While she was
okay.
out in the garden, she noticed something very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
She noticed that the animals were being less concentrated, and it is very, very close to what you would call, at least in real life, a Mongol hunt, where they encircle the whole area and slowly
Oh.
surround it to hunt. And she
Oh, I see.
figured out from this that, wait a minute, and when she figured out from this, from the fletches of the arrows and the lack of animals, that a raiding army of horsemen, of Turkomen, well, not Turkomen, of horse archers and nomads was coming. And
Okay.
she ran home and told people, we need to hire Landsknechts or something.
Sure, yeah.
We need to hire Landsknechts.
Well, let's roll and see what we got.
Let's see what we got.
See what we
It's
got.
this. All right, let's roll. It's either she sucks or she wins. 7! Let's go! Let's go! A 7. I thought I would have gotten a 1 again, a 2 again, but I got a 7. I gotta convince those Landsknechts.
Nice. So you get them and they're able to drive them off. Let's have that be a tactics skill.
Yeah, tactics. Let's
So
go.
that gives you your 5th. Cal, what's your answer to this?
Mine is while traveling on this caravan, because I did actually travel them with a bit, for a time. There was another person who was like a straggler hanger-on like me, and during this travel, I noticed that they had noticed that I'm not who I said I was. So it was during the normal day of chores, feeding the horses and rubbing them down and all of that. And I noticed them all watching me weirdly compared to normal. And I'm assuming that they're going to kill me. So I've gone to this other traveler that's traveling with us all and convinced them to try and run away with me, basically saying, hey, they're going to kill us. We need to go, even though they're really going to kill me and it's nothing to do with them. But, you know, I need the help.
Right. Okay. Roll. Unless there's a vice that you're thinking of that I'm
I
not.
got a 7.
Holy shit. All
This
right.
is going to be
you
the
do
last
it.
time I'm going to succeed this entire campaign.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so you managed to convince them to run off with you. Probably how you got to New Sota City in the first place.
Yeah.
And con.
Con? Okay.
Yeah, con. You pulled a con on him.
Nice.
Now with that, we go to the Aware for his last monstrous question. During a crucial moment, you realized you were seeing it all wrong. What's the moment that we're talking about? What was at stake? And what did you think you got wrong?
So, as I'm looking down at my collection, more bones and petrified organs of people that I just think too many to remember, nobody important enough to remember faces of.
Yeah,
and then
of
it occurs to me that the more I harvest, the further I have to go to find more.
Sure, yeah.
And what's worse is the more villages that get emptied, other villages with men with horses in metal might get jealous and come for my horde. So I have to be a lot more careful.
Okay. Roll.
Everything is at stake.
Roll.
Here we go.
6, 7, or 8, you're correct.
6.
Oh, dear God. Okay. All right. So now you know you have to be a lot more careful. You have to be more careful. All right. Write that down. And then we're going to go back to the lover. Wherever the hell I put him, because I didn't alphabetize this because I was an idiot. All right. You were ignored at a critical moment by someone you love. What was that critical time? How did you try to get them to listen to you? How did you pull this around?
So, again, it was my lovely wife. For the for the third
Divorce
time.
number 6.
It was so the fifth time that I'm trying to remember what was my 5th or 6th one. At this point, I can't even remember because
Who cares?
Who cares? She, I kept telling her I really need to go to this monastery. I really need to go and see this monastery because I've been told by a monk that my life is just in sheer chaos, and I'm so distraught because I want to be so right in my ways. Being able to repopulate the earth with my beautiful essence.
Oh my dear God. we went there.
Why do you got to
If
use that
that's
word?
not in the bullet point for later, I'm going to be so mad at you. I'm going to get really, really, really pissed off. It had better be in there. I need that line in there. It must be there.
But I want to repopulate the earth.
No. There was something about with your beautiful essence. There's something so fucking absurd. I need that line.
I gotta repopularize the earth with my essence and my soul.
That is so much bullshit. It's beautiful. That has to be in there. It just has to be in there. So you're trying to get to this monastery, and she's not having anything to do with it. So do you use a vice to try and get her to just try and get around this, or do you actually roll to try and convince her?
I'm gonna roll.
Okay. All right.
Let's see here. Damn it! I rolled a 2.
Okay. She doesn't stop you from going, but she hates your guts.
Yeah, she wanted me to have, be with her in bed while I was going to the monastery. She was like, "Oh, whatever. You turned me off again for the 6th time."
Oh boy. All right. Some of this is just so absurd, it's beautiful. Anyway, but people do this crap. All right, Mr. Realist. An issue you had warned everyone about a long time ago has happened. What's going on? Did you have a way of addressing it in the past? Did you try to help? And now that it's happening, did you try to help everyone else? How?
So after a little while, of course. I mean, I'm sure you all get the archetype I'm going for. I'm a thief. I'm a burglar. I'm basically like Grey Mouser from Fawford and the Grey Mouser here. Like, I'm a
Sure.
thief.
Yeah,
It's what I do.
Right.
And I got involved with a thieves guild, or equivalent in your universe, or whatever it would be.
Sure, yeah.
I can't remember
Field
right.
works.
Yeah. I got involved with that, and apparently there was a score. I wasn't high-ranking at the time, but I heard of a score of some strange magical artifact buried within some deep ruins that I told them was a terrible idea to go
Cleft
plundering
Mountain.
something. Yeah, sure, why not? Whatever the worst thing you can imagine is in your world, and whatever the worst idea would be to do there.
You helped
It's-
create
that's not-
it. What do you mean, whatever it is? It's Cleft Mountain. It's old Sota City. It's the place you
Yeah,
guys
the one I
died protecting.
okay, so, yeah, it's the thing I died protecting. It's the thing where the fucking pieces of the werewolf codpiece are fucking scattered to the wind. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Let's stick with us for the next
Yeah,
10, 15 years. At
Yes,
least.
of course it is. Anyway, moving on. So they go get this artifact, and they decide to play around with it, and they activate it, and all of their souls get sucked into this orb that they brought back.
Can we have it be a long glass tube?
Yeah, of course. Whatever
Okay.
works for your lore is fine. Whatever works.
A long glass tube with brass fittings on either end, one of which unscrews. It should sound very familiar to Cal.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all, huh? Yeah, that's a lie. Anyway,
So, and after all this happens, I happen to walk in. I see this thing, and I take it up, and I go to unscrew it. Then I think about it, and I say, that is a horrible idea. I'm going to sell this to a wizard.
okay.
Or technically,
What
it's
was-
more like I handed it to a magic. It's more like I took it and I handed it to a magic user or someone with the expertise to try to solve this issue, because I don't know what to do here. I just told him it was a bad idea to screw around with magic.
Okay, all right. Roll. Let's see what we get.
Watch it be a nat one, and they all end up being damned to hell.
Oh no, I have something very much worse in mind for everyone else.
All right, so we ready? Ready?
Yeah, roll.
Everyone predicted. And what do I get?
2.
4.
A 5.
A 5. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So you hand it to him, and he disappears in a puff of smoke with it. That's not going to come back to bite you. I promise. That's never going to come back to bite you, ever. That's not good. That's really not good. All right. So we've got our back. So record those down. Now, what you're going to do, for everyone who is not a monster, y'all now have 5 skills. On page 119 of the core book, you assign a die to each one of these skills. So it would be D8, D4, D4, D3, D3. D4 is the human average. So you take one dice and just write it next to the skills which you've collected. D8 is obviously fantastic. D4 is average. D3 sucks. Assign them however you like.
Oh,
What was the skill I got from that?
The skill you got from that, that would be fencing's not the right word. Not fencing. Larceny.
What did I
As
get for
in-
the well? Because I have alert, insight.
Oh, right. You have you know what? We're gonna say that you have what's that word? Damn it. I'm trying to think what it is. Religious platitudes. So you can convince people by appealing to religion, or not, because I mean you failed at it. Anyway, you guys just assign these dice. So like, for instance, with religious platitudes, if I was Nick, I'd be like, I'm gonna give that a D3 because I failed that one, and it's kind of funny, the idea of me having this like whole religious thing I can sort of appeal to, but I suck at it. Or you could put a D8 in it and be like, no, actually I learned a thing or four from that. I'm gonna make that really, really, really good. So you assign those. The thing that everybody right now can do, with the exception of the monster, we're getting to you, Solo. Don't worry about it.
I made a mistake. I forgot I didn't listen to the skill on one option, and I think it was the decision. It was the one about of the 5. It was I got the ingratiate and the impending disaster. What was the role I got for the crisis that made me doubt my ability to connect to people again?
Tactics, if I remember correctly.
That was tactics.
I believe so.
Yeah, but no, you gave me tactics for spotting an impending disaster, right? No, what
What
was
was
the
the
crisis?
actual thing that happened?
Crisis that made me doubt my ability to connect with people. That was the one where I used the dark spell to convince my
the witch.
husband.
Then it's the spell.
Bewitch. That's actually a skill. So it's bewitch, and then you can assign a die to it.
Oh, great woman. Great evil woman.
Yup.
Evil ass. Hey, she's only evil to her husband.
You know. No
And
comment.
those kids. She's a great mother, I promise. At least I hope she is.
All right. So for everybody that is not the monster, there are 6 stats in the game, which Solo also gets, but we'll get to that in a minute. There's Brawny, which is basically strength and con combined from D&D. There's agility, which is your gross motor skills, so like your ability to dance, to fight, to jump, to go do things. Then there's nimble, which is your ability to like pick locks, stuff like that. Then there's cunning, which is your ability to think on your feet and lie. There's empathetic, which lets you connect with people emotionally. And then there's willful, which is your ability to force your will upon people. If you look at page 120, you can assign a D8, 2 D4s, and 3 D3s, however you want, to those 6 stats. Again, D4 is the human average. Now, we get to our good friend, the monster. Monsters don't quite work the same.
Are those skills meant to be in the inventory now?
Yes.
Meant to be in the inventory now?
No. If you look at the character sheet, they're down below to the. Please tell me they're down below to the left. Did I not put them in?
No. Advancement diamond, and then your head.
Okay. So I fucked that up. We're getting a new character sheet tomorrow. Getting a new one already. Just put them somewhere for the moment. Just notate down your choice. Of course, I forgot that. As we go on, we'll find more of that. All right. So for our good friend, the monster, monsters do not get skills. Monsters have to go find people to ruin or to trick into thinking that you're not going to kill them later. Roll a d4 and add 1. Tell me what you get.
Come on, roll high.
You
Two.
do want to roll high.
I got a 2. He's a little.
Of course you did. All right, so your resolve is 3.
Okay. Resolve 3.
You get 6 HP, so you're just as hardy as a normal human being. Everybody here gets 6 HP. Everybody. But if you rolled a 3, for those 6 stats I just told you about, you get a d6, 2 d4s, and 3 d3s. So you are less powerful than an average person. However, inside of your inventory, you have what's called nature. This is where you get to describe, you get 3 one-word descriptors of what your monster does. And you can assign dice to them. A d10, a d8, and a d6. So if you were making a dragon, you could be like, it flies, so that's a descriptor, flying, fire breath, and then iron scales. So if you're making a dragon, that's how you could break it down. So you do that, but for your monster. And then you assign a d10, a d8, and a d6, however you want, to those 3 descriptors. In the course of play, you can spend a fate point to swap out any dice that you're using for a defy with one of those. It's stupidly powerful, but it does cost you. So for everybody else, at this point, we need to get a little bit more loosey-goosey. So for everybody else, 3 of those skills which you have make up an item, which is related to one of those 3. So for 3 of those skills, you get 3 items. 1 apiece. This is actually going much faster than I anticipated. There are rules in here for this stuff. So like if you're going through the book and you're like, I don't get it, drop a question in the Discord. We'll get it figured out. But start perusing through, try and figure out what it is that you want. That stuff goes in your inventory. It's all rated at a D4. All items are rated at a D4. It is possible, and when I say possible, I mean you probably want to do this, to upgrade your items and to make them better. There's a whole system for that. For the moment, it all starts at a D4. The last thing that we are going to go over, and this is something that over the next 2 weeks, we're going to start like sharpening this up. You guys need to be asking me questions in Discord, and we'll get it all hammered out. The aristocrats who are here have what are called debts. Debts are what you think the organization that you are at the head of, what you think you owe it. So when you go, there's a whole chapter right at the beginning of the book called Hearts. You go there, you write 3 debts using your organization and what you think it did for you. So an example of a debt, if I can just fucking get there, that's always the problem, isn't it? When you're trying to get your phone to do it. So for the debts, here's 3 examples from one character. The Horde has always been my home. I will never be at home without them. So notice, the organization has provided me a home, and I will never have a sense of self apart. Like I owe them who I am. 2, we used to beat our women and children to our harm, and I put a stop to it. I owe my ability to hope to this. The 3rd one is our Horde is constantly fighting. my rage and purpose are fed because of it. So you are thinking on an organizational level with your debts. So this is for Hadrian and Nicholas. You are thinking like you've generated these backstories. You know who these people are in private, but now you have to start thinking about how they interface in with their organization. And that's where debts come in. As we go, we'll get more and more into that. We have another 2 weeks before the next session because I unfortunately I'm traveling next weekend. But start thinking on that, start asking questions. If you act on these debts, you get fate points, and with fate points you get more power.
All right, what was this evil owl woman? This evil owl woman. Haven't heard that.
So now we go to heroes really quick. For Cal and for Jesse, y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
This part of the game is unchanged. The two of you come up with 3 beliefs and go. Solo, however, has never done this. So I'm going to break this down really quick. And then I have to go to bed because it's like 12:30 at night. But we got the major emotional stuff done, which is really the important thing. This is the thing that it drives everything else. So we had to do it together. All right, Solo, beliefs for you. A belief is an ideal that your character is willing to burn the world down for. If you do not act within your beliefs, you do not succeed in actions. Like, it's really, really important. Beliefs change over time. Yeah. So there are 2 parts of a belief. The incident. Hey, look, you've got 5 incidents. They're just sitting right there. Unfortunately, the aristocrats have to think a little harder about it, but you don't. You can just look down and be like, I see that. So there's the incident and the lesson. So there's what happened and then what you think the lesson is from that. There is one catch, though, because so far you're like a hero. Heroes just have beliefs, right? And they just kind of like, your beliefs have to be centered in your vices. So each vice gets a belief. So you're either influencing, you're either letting the vice influence how you see the incident or how you form the lesson, or both. You are never free of your vices. Heroes can write however they want. You have to stick with your vices in some way, shape, or form all the time. And that's the big difference. So, as far as debts go, come up with what organization you want and start. Do not. And here's the big thing, because from here on out, as soon as all the characters are done, and as soon as I raise the bell and go, all right, we're going to start, it's every man for himself. If you guys win, like, there's only going to be one winner at these 2 tables by the end of the campaign. There's only one guy who's going to walk out looking good. Everyone else gets fucked. So, like, this is not a case where it's like, whatever. No, I mean, if you want to lose, that's fine, but that's what you're doing. So from here on out, until I can learn how to organize everything better, DM me. Do not use the group until I know how we can use the group without you guys spilling the beans. Because unless you guys purposefully go and talk to each other diplomacy style, well, then we'll have a problem. So, especially for the aristocrats, when you're thinking about what organization founded what organization you feel indebted to, you should not be talking to each other about that. You should be talking to me. Because, well, there's 2 critical foods. There's no law and order, and there's no industry. which means that like outside attacks are just going to be happening a lot. So you two need to come up with your own organizational idea of what you think it's like. This is going to be the hardest part to figure out because I don't know quite. I've never worked something like this before, so we're going to be using Axe as a framework. So you guys need to tell me what you want to do. We're going to go through Axe and we're going to kind of bullshit a way through everything, and I'm going to be super consistent with you and with Golden, who is playing the other aristocrat. We're all like, that's literally why I exist. We're here so that I'm here so that way we can all play on an even playing field. So come up with your idea for your organization and what they're about. Talk to me about it. We will fit actual, like, this is how much money you have. Like, we'll figure that out. But we're not going to figure it out here on this stream because I don't think Nick wants Hadrian to know, and I don't think Hadrian wants Nick to know.
Yeah, Nick. What are your plans, buddy? What are your plans?
I'm here to manipulate you, bro.
No.
Oh, God.
If you guys need somebody to bounce ideas off of,
Triple
let me
the
know.
food tariffs.
Huh?
Triple the food tariffs.
However, and here's the thing, the monster is the one that should be talking to me the most. Because you don't got shit. You have nothing. So between sessions, and this is the biggest part that will blow everybody else's mind, between sessions, the game is always running. So when you contact me and you say, hey, I want to do X, I'll tell you how many days it takes. If it works. Like, be like, okay, cool, we're going to go do this thing. So if the monster's sitting there going, I don't have anything. Well, as soon as all the characters are done, and as soon as I go, everybody start, but you can just start going, well, I'm going to go up to this town and I'm going to start, kidnapping people to, like, turn them into experiment. Like, I'm going to go do my thing and you tell me what it is and we figure out how long it takes. The same thing with the heroes. The heroes are the ones who are usually just running around causing trouble. But if you want to, you can come up with plans off camera that nobody else knows about and be like, I want to go do this thing. And I'll tell you how long it takes. And I'll keep track. And if you guys bump into each other, you bump into each other. And if you don't, you don't. And then, so basically, once everything is done with everybody, I just hit the bell. And because Solo, Ross. Ross is the other monster. You think he's gonna sit? You think he's gonna sit on his laurels?
No.
Ross will not sit on.
He's already up to something.
Oh, I'm sure he hasn't talked to me about it yet. I'll say I told him not to yet because we're not, like, the characters aren't made, so it's not fair. But anyway, so that's kind of what we got going on. If you guys don't want to plan, that's also fine. But everybody else probably is. And I'm pretty sure that Solo and Ross, at the very least, are going to be doing it because they got nothing. And they know it. And they kind of need to get stuff. So that's our thing. Nick, Hadrian, I hope to hear from you guys soon about what it is you guys are wanting to do. And
I got plans within plans.
oh boy.
Oh no.
Got so many plans, I don't even know what they are.
I think I know what my plans are, but all I must say, I got plans within plans. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna read my mind.
All right.
Also,
so
this August, something cool is gonna arrive. I got myself a set of full plate armor, a full gothic plate armor, and and I got it a bit cheaper because the guy who made it is from Ukraine. So if by August I'm gonna wear that full suit of plate armor in every session, see how that goes.
So cool. This is gonna be awesome. Please.
I gotta say something there though. You know what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna come in and we're just gonna hear creak, 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 creak.
Gonna show up with
Gonna need some oil.
I will need a lot of oil, but I might get Byzantine. I also, if I still have money at the end of this, I might buy some Byzantine armor, like Byzantine lamellar. I found
oh cool.
that's
Oh,
how it works. The
yeah.
fun thing I found out though is apparently it's a bit cheaper, but apparently like Chinese armor is super expensive. It's like 70k PHP, which is 1,200 USD for Chinese armor.
Jesus.
You ever looked
my
up how much a Chinese sword like the
No,
Chinese
I went
martial
to the
arts
Chinese
sword?
place.
Holy
I
crap,
went to the
they're
Chinese
expensive.
place, like from Chinese stores, and they were like 800 USD for some of the cheaper ones, but the import prices makes them so expensive.
Mm. All right, I'm
Before
going to
you-
go to bed because it's
before you do-
12:30, and poor Jesse is about to die if he hasn't died already.
Can you
Yeah,
do me a favor before you go?
Yeah, what's
I
up?
sent you a couple pictures on Discord. I want to base my monster off of one of those. Can you look at them and tell me which one I should?
Sure, 1 second. Let me take a look. 6 or 9.
my
One of
character's
them comes with a
terrible.
poem.
You see, my female best friend.
Oh, the first one. The first
Yeah.
one. It's not even a question. The second one looks goofy. The first one looks creepy as
This
hell.
character is based off the horrible manhwa and books my female friends reads. So my female friend reads. So you already know she's gonna be a terrible human being.
So
Well, we'll see how it goes as we go.
all the
all right.
stuff I did, just picture that guy doing all of it.
Oh, I can. That's exactly what. Can I show them the? Well, no, I shouldn't show them the picture yet because then they'll know.
Yeah.
Then they'll know. Then they'll know what
Let's
to look
find
at.
out in game.
I just sent
Yes.
something over on general that I just found interesting. Not related to the game at all, but someone made this whole cargo ship as
Oh,
like
cool.
a base for a tabletop war game. That's cool.
Nice.
That is dope.
That's dope.
All right. I'm signing off. Y'all have a good evening. This was great.
This was
Alright,
awesome.
bye y'all. This was awesome.
Take care, everybody.
I got plans within
Bye.
plans. I'm gonna be the
Bye.
Ben and Gesserit of this setting. Bye. God bless.